In 2012, Health and Human Services issued 7 complementary developer challenges to encourage innovation in data processing, discovery, analysis, and interpretation. Specifically, HHS asked participants to classify datasets in their growing yet siloed catalogs to allow for better discovery, integration, and liquidity. The Tedless World Constellation at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute took up this challenge, ready to apply the principles and technologies of the semantic web. Here we briefly present how we answered the challenge and showcase our in-house developed tools which enable the discovery of, access to, and integration of this data. Here we have the RPI Health Data Portal. As you can see, we list all pertinent information related to the challenge on this site. To address the challenge, we first needed to programmatically access the dataset listing. We created a SADI service to provide an RDF description of all datasets within a given CSCAN instance, reusing the Dublin Core, DCAT, and DataFax vocabularies to describe the datasets. No new terms were needed. Because the public is not able to modify HHS listings in their hub.healthdata.gov, we installed our own instance of CSCAN and mirrored their entries. Here, we have the documentation on mirroring a source CSCAN instance for anybody who's also interested in doing the same. Once we were able to programmatically access the dataset listing and dataset metadata, we could start retrieving the dataset file downloads. We reused the principles established by our conversion tool, or otherwise known as CSV2 RDF LOD automation, which is developed in-house in the TWC lab, to organize the datasets according to SDV, their source organization, dataset identifier, and the dataset version. Here is the information on how to download and use the conversion tool for yourself if anyone is interested. Also, detailed project documentation can be found on our GitHub, which looks like this. Once we were able to retrieve the dataset files, we could transform the tabular structures into RDF and linked data using the conversion tool. Enhancement parameters were added and used to specify how good RDF structures should be created from the tabular structure. As the HHS challenge specifically asks, the standardization and alignment among datasets facilitates collaboration and learning among the community for further utility and usability of a broad range of health and human service data. We even provide a short tutorial for anyone interested in submitting their own conversions. Here is the sample page on how to contribute to this dataset. Here we see the Virtuoso Sparkle endpoint. The graph names in the Sparkle endpoint correspond to the dataset URI, so that it is easier to determine what datasets are being queried. In addition, the provenance of an endpoint's named graph load from a dump file is captured and available in this endpoint. Loudspeaker, also a tool created within the TWC lab, which can serves all RDF in the Sparkle endpoint as content negotiated linked data, and also creates the human readable website using a set of model views that is available in this GitHub repository. To summarize, the benefits of what we've done and accomplished in this challenge include: follow your nose using linked data, explore datasets using faceted browsing, access URIs, publish RDF and human readable data, faceted browser, dump files, and a Sparkle endpoint, and integration, interconnect data from different datasets by seeing which vocabularies are already being used, and a documentation, provenance available for all data information, access itself available as linked data. For more information, please follow our GitHub wiki, which can be found on any of these links.